Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my plants. I have a few updates I'm really excited about. I just checked on my roses. There's no updates on them yet. I'm hoping by the end of the month we have something. I did some research today and it looks like it says you're supposed to plant it in some kind of little spot. I did YouTube searching and most of the videos I've seen is people just putting them in like a plastic clear cup um, and do like a certain soil. I'm still going to use the soil the paper tells me to use, but I won't use like the certain pot it asked me to do. I just put it in like the plastic cups we get at the store. So if they have some on sale this week, I'm going to pick those up. So I'm all set because I have till next week. So I need to like get them this week for sure. Because I have to the 26th to do that. Those are the 2 dates that I was given for that paper. So now we're just going to move on to the rest of my plants. My aloe right here that I'm worried about. My aloe, I think, might be dead. Yeah, I think it's safe to say my aloe didn't make it. Oh well. I'll go on Amazon and I'll find some aloe plants that I can bring home or something. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my Christmas cactuses here. So on this side right here, these guys are still pretty, they're good. It's like this one, I don't think you can see, but it's growing a new growth on that one. And the others look quite well. So my research has paid off. And this big guy right here, he's growing lots of new babies. So this makes me very, very hopeful. And I'm going to have to repot them. I'm going to have to take some off the top here like I did before. Just chop them off and just stick them back in the soil or use the plastic cups I have left over from my roses. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see the soil in here. This one feels moist. This one's very dry. So I'm going to use my distilled water that I bought because the way I'm getting my rainwater now, it's yellowish. So I have to wait I don't know how to get the yellowish away. I just been using my bucket and cleaning out the water as I poured it in. I don't know if I should sit it out in the sun for a while or not. If you have any suggestions on how to get that water from yellow to white, put in the comments section and let me know. So I'm just watering this one Christmas cactus that's bone dry. It was like literally bone dry. And now we have this guy, which I'm really happy about. This guy is growing so many new babies. So we got one right here. We got one growing right there. We got a couple over here. And we got one right there. So this guy seems to be doing quite well, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to see his soil. His soil is still moist. So I'm not going to water him this week. So now is like the best part of my updates is my orchids. I always save them for last because they're my babies. Okay, for this guy, the water level has gone down like I said it would. Yeah, the leaves turning yellow, which is totally normal for a Phalaenopsis orchid. And it fell off. That's what you want. You want the leaf to fall off on its own. So now we got this little guy. He has 2 leaves growing. And I'm hoping more will come. More leaves will come. But that's what you want. You want the leaf to fall off all by itself. Because that way you know that it's closed the wound. It closed this little area right here. So you won't get any infection. That's what you want. You want it to fall off all on its own like the buds do. So I'm just going to rinse these out so we can put some new water in. I'm not too sure if I should keep it at the same water level since it has no leaves holding it up that high right now. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in. Try to do it from the camera for you guys. Just gonna put a little in and see how far that is. So I don't want it too high since this guy has no long leaves anymore. So we're just gonna put him in. I'm gonna try to show you guys. Just gonna put him in. See, it's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna take some water out because that's not good. So I'm just gonna toss it out the door. It's totally fine. Because you'll get nosy in a second. So we're gonna go a little lower, like that, because I saw him lean over. So now we're gonna see just a little bit more out. And see if that's good. Yeah, that's fine because he's gonna fall over since he has no leaves right now to hold him up. So that's my new water level right now, which I'm going to mark with my marker. So we know we gotta keep it at this level while he has no long leaves right now. And when his leaves grow out and grow out over the cup, we'll go back to this water level. But for now, we're going to keep it at that one because he wants to lean over and I don't want him to lean over in the water, which will cause root rot, and I'm screwed at that point. So next is this guy. This guy also has a yellow leaf. So we're going to take him out and I'm going to test the leaf here. So what you want to do if your leaf is ready to fall, if it doesn't fall on its own like that one did, you barely want to pull it like that. It's barely being pulled and it fell off. That's all you gotta do. So what I do, my leaf's on the floor now. So what I do after I test the leaves, I go through the entire root system and I squeeze each root to see if it's a healthy root or if it's a dead root. A dead root is going to be mushy and paperish. A healthy root would be nice and firm. So I'm just pressing. You can press as hard as you want on the roots. If they're healthy, it's not going to do anything to them. But if they feel mushy or something, then they're dead. But nope, this guy has all healthy roots. So I'm just going to dump this, the bushy stays out of my way, out in the yard, and I'm going to put some more water. I still have the same water line on this one because he still has lots of leaves, obviously. Can I move the camera over so you can see what I'm doing? Ooh, the camera's so far. So same water level as last week. Right there. Set my gallon down because it's really heavy right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I have stuff around my desk. So I'm just going to sit him in like that. That's the way he wants to leave right now. Which is totally okay with me. He's going to do his own thing. So here's this guy. Yeah, the leaves falling off. I'm going to cut it off, actually. So as you can see, it drank a lot of water because there's the water line and it's almost gone. So he drank a lot of water, which is really good. So I'm going to take that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of this leaf because it's just hanging here and it's black. And so what I'm going to do, like I would do with the roots, is I'm going to heat up my shears so it can cut thoroughly, nice and even. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do this with the leaves, but I am for now. So I'm going to try to cut this guy nice and evenly as possible without hurting the roots. So we're just going to cut. Maybe. There we go. This is already turning black and I don't want it to get any worse. So that leaf is gone. That was the leaf that was always falling in the water, no matter what I did. So now I'm just going to fill all the roots which this guy doesn't have much left. It was like every week he was losing roots, but it looks like that is over. I just have this one back here. That's a pain to get out. So I'm going to go over to the garbage can and try to get this guy out. As much as possible without damaging the other roots. So this guy is looking really good. The leaves are still firm, which is a plus, and I see no leaf. I'm going to try to show you guys, but it's really tiny. So I don't know if you guys can see it inside. It's really tiny. I barely see it myself. So that's a good sign for me. It's growing a new leaf and a couple of roots. So that's a good sign for me. Even though like one's very long and one's really short over here, it's a good sign for me. I found a couple of the roots that need to go. So I'm going to go over to the garbage can and cut them off. Like that. Just try to cut as close as you possibly can without hurting the orchid too much. It's like you don't want to cut off vital parts of the orchid that it needs. So that's really exciting. I didn't notice the leaf until just now. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm like really happy right now. You can barely see the leaf, but I'm so happy. Oh, people think I'm crazy when I do that. Okay. So I'm going to keep the water level the same on this guy. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Now I'll put the cap back on my water. And this water will probably last me about a month or two. So I have to buy it that often. It's really cheap too. At my grocery store, it's really cheap. It's like about 90 cents. So I'm really excited about this guy. I'm just filling the roots one more time. I'm very extra cautious, and I always check them every day, at least once a day. So there's that. A new leaf is growing. I'm really excited about that. So we're going to put him back in just like that and just let him go where he wants. He's going to anyway. So I also wanted to make a big announcement today that I'm going to be starting a new segment on my channel, which is going to be called Ask Crystal, where basically you send me questions, and you either on my social media or on my YouTube page or even on my Facebook blog. You can send your questions to any of those sites that will be in the description below, and just ask me any questions you want. Just don't be rude, hateful, and disrespectful about it. I'm not going to answer personal questions like my sex life at all. So if those are going to be your questions, because I do have a lot of guys that ask those personal questions because they're horny and they want to get off. So if you're going to ask those questions, don't waste your time. I want my fans who want to ask me serious questions, like if they have an issue in their life, they want to ask me that question. I'm going to help you as best I can. And if you come to my channel every day, you know I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. And if you want my honest opinion about your questions, let me know either in the comment section or on my social media. Inbox me on any of my social media, and I will put it on. It's going to be on Saturdays. It's going to be every Saturday. It's going to be called Ask Crystal, and I'm going to look for your questions. You can ask your questions on the comment section below or on all my social media. That's also going to be linked in the description below, or my Facebook blog page. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you want to see more of my plants that I do every week. Share with your friends if you think they would be interested in this kind of thing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's tutorial.